your face mask down. All right. What about the chest guard? It looks loose. Is it loose? All right, what about the shin guards? All right. Okay. Here comes the heat. Bring it in. Bring it in. Good hustle.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
There are 380,000 NCAA student athletes. And most of us will go pro
in something other than sports.
In something other than sports. To learn more, go to ncaa.org.
Why not?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello.
Chrissy, hey.
Hey, Alex.
How are you?
Alex? Alex? Oh. Hello. I'm Mrs. Garcia. We've heard a lot about you.
He is cute. Stop.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Right to the turf with the women's lacrosse team as they faced off with crosstown rival St. Joe's. The Owls outshot the Hawks in the first half as the game was tied at 7 apiece heading into the break. St. Joe's came out firing in the second half with 3 unanswered goals, but as Pizza Hut says, now you're eating, the Owls are now scoring, netting 4 goals over the final 20 minutes to earn the victory, 12-11. Temple is 1-1 on the year in conference play. The Temple lacrosse team started its season in late February with high expectations. The Owls' record, though, isn't where they want it to be, even with the St. Joe's win. But there is still time to make this season count. Updates Lindsay Bittler explains.
On paper, the Temple lacrosse team is halfway through its season. But for the players and coaches, the real season begins with A10 conference play. This is the best way for a team that's won just 3 of its first 11 games to approach each matchup.
There really are always like 2 separate seasons, and while we always hope for our beginning of our season to be very successful, it's still always preparing us for the A10.
I mean, it is 2 different seasons in a way because you have this build up, you have figuring out what defenses work, what attacks work, and then you come into this A10 and it is really like another season. You're building off of what you had before, and you're kind of starting anew because this is what really matters. This is what can get you into the tournament.
So far, the Owls have split conference play 1-1. The loss came on Thursday versus defending A10 champ UMass and the win Sunday against St. Joe's. Although the players are considering A10 play a new season, they still draw on lessons learned from their earlier slump.
Well, certainly the one thing we've gotten out of the entire kind of pre-season of this in-season is that turnovers are a big part. And we're trying to cut down on our turnover situations, making better decisions and actually executing certain skills better.
Well, I think those games were especially tough because a lot of the games we were losing by a couple goals or we'd be up and then the other team would come back. So I think it was really tough just learning as a team how to finish a game.
The Owls have 5 remaining games of conference play until the A10 tournament begins on April 29th. This means time is running out for the Owls to repeat last year's late season success, which got them as far as the conference tournament semifinals.
Thanks, Lindsay. The tennis season is beginning to wind down. Always too soon in my book, Joe. But coming into separate bouts against crosstown rival St. Joe's, both the men and women were looking to position themselves for higher seeds in conference play. The men's team swept the Hawks 7-0 en route to their 5th consecutive victory. They lost 1 set in the entire match to our rivals from City Line Avenue. Casper Rams picked up a win in the singles. His brother Philip Rams and partner Taylor Hairston also tallied an 8-4 victory. In the doubles, the men will take on the Johnnies of St. John's on April 9th and boast a 5-2 conference record. The A10 championships are slated for the middle of April.
And the women's tennis team played host to the Delaware Blue Hens at Arthur Ashe. Teresa Stengel and Jordan Beatty had trouble getting things rolling, though, in doubles competition, losing in court 1. However, the senior duo of Elise Steiner and Lucy Pazdarova, say that 3 times fast, earned the 8-3 victory, giving the Owls the point. Yana Marina scored a 6-3 victory, and Beatty followed it up with a 6-2 win in singles competition as the Owls prevail. Your final 7-0. With 2 straight first-place finishes, the men's gymnastics team hit the road last weekend for the ECAC championships. The Owls placed second in the team event with Patrick McLaughlin and Alex Teig earning gold medals in the high bar and parallel bar events. The Cherry and White next head to Ohio State for the NCAA championships.
The field hockey team won its own Philadelphia City 6 tournament on April 3rd, beating representatives from 4 of the 5 other schools in the Philadelphia area. In the championship round, the Owls played LaSalle to a 0-0 tie, but won the tournament in a stroke-off by a final score of 2-1. Temple has a history of winning City 6 championships, Joe. Just last year, my co-ed softball team defeated Update's Rudy Mezzi's team for a spot in our own City 6 championship, which we eventually conquered.
And what a game that was. And also another note, Sports Information Director Larry Doherty won the 2011 Irving T. Marsh Award for Excellence in Sports Information. Now, if you had to nominate someone for an Owlsports Award, who would it be?
I'm going to have to go with myself on that one.
Oh, that's excellent. That's a great
decision.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
And the men's and women's crew teams competed in the San Diego Classic and Occoquan Sprints. The men's team took home 6th place in the event, while the women placed 5th, respectively. The Owls next travel to Collingswood, New Jersey for the annual NAC Cup Regatta.
The men's golf team placed 4th in the Wildcat Invitational over the weekend. Freshman Russell Hartung led the Owls, shooting a personal collegiate best 71, good enough for par. He finished 11th overall in the field of 105. The golf team will compete next in the Princeton Invitational on April 9th and 10th.
And the golf team was led from freshman Russell Hartung, carding an even par 71, while another Owl freshman, Alicia Doms, took home A10 Rookie of the Week honors, as the women's tennis team earned a 6-1 victory over Detroit Mercy. It's a new season for the Phillies, and out of 45,237 fans in attendance for opening day, one of Update's own had his day at the ballpark.
To some people, this is really comparable to Christmas Day, so we went and sent our own Evan Coucher to see what all the buzz was about.
Some might call it a tradition, and some might call it a holiday. But opening day at Citizens Bank Park was more like a commitment this year. As rain poured, die-hard Phillies fans waited patiently, hoping they would be the lucky ones to grab the few remaining tickets. So I decided to see what opening day was all about and got an inside look.
Thank you. All right.
As the weather began to clear, I went in search for the fans and the true feeling towards the team.
I was a little leaguer, and I love these guys. I had the yearbook.
Yeah.
I used to know everything about them, their hometowns, their number, size shoes they wore.
I would tell you why I hate them, but I don't. The only person that I hate on the team is David Herndon, and that's because he pulled a robbery on me at the nightclub. Totally stole my girlfriend. David Herndon, of all people.
Hey, why are you wearing that Philadelphia Phillies t-shirt?
Why not?
Why not?
There's a lot of reasons. There's too many reasons.
Is it the team?
We don't have enough time.
Is it the colors? Does it match?
It's the smell.
It's the smell. It's the smell, guys. It's the smell.
Not so interested in whatever smell he was talking about, I went in search for another.
Tell me about the Franks.
The Franks?
The Franks.
I bought the Franks this morning. I was the very first person inside the Acme. I was actually there 5 minutes too early, so I was waiting outside the door for 5 minutes to get into the Acme.
As the flags flew high before the gates opened, so did the fans' morale.
Did you get tickets?
I got tickets.
Once in the park, I joined the rest of the Fanatics where we waited anxiously till the 9th inning for the Phils to take the win. As for opening day, it looks like I got the last laugh on Mother Nature. For Owlsports Update, I'm Evan Coucher.
You know, it really does feel like a holiday whenever opening day comes around. Everybody revolves their day around the Phillies playing. I know I'm definitely one of those people.
Same here. How many games do you think they're going to win this year?
I got them winning between 95, maybe 100 games. It's going to be tough. They're going to need a lot from the pitching staff. All right, well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Owlsports Update. Follow us on owlsports.com for everything Cherry and White.
For Dan Kuba and the rest of the Owlsports team, I'm Joe Pawlenski. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.